All right, so when you guys are doing your 30 drink, okay, instead of thinking about doing 30 drinks, okay, we're going to do 3 drinks at a time. You're going to do 10 rounds of 3 drinks. So you only need to think about 3 drinks at a time. And when you're thinking about 3 drinks at a time, don't think about 1 drink, 2 drinks, 3 drinks. It's a set. Think about 3 drinks at a time. Okay. No. And the thing is, guys, what I'm going to show you isn't the only way these can be done. It just seems to me the fastest way for me to get them done. And the only way you can do this is if you know your drinks. If you do not know your recipes, you cannot do what I'm going to show you how to do. All right? So, study. Now, first things first, guys, try and hold at least 2, if not 3, glasses in your hand at once. Ice them up. Now, for the speed test, you don't have to pre-chill your cocktail glasses. Okay, we will take the chilled glasses as written. Okay, now Cosmopolitan. You got citrus vodka, Cointreau, lime juice, and cranberry juice. Your Negroni. You got Campari, sweet vermouth, gin, and then you have the slow gin, orange juice. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start on the back bar first. Okay, and I'm going to start with this drink first. Now, Campari's got a lot of, Campari's bitter if you've never had it. So it wants a little bit of dilution. So if I put that stuff in the glass first, it'll dilute a little bit. Even though I'm going to stir this drink, it's going to dilute a little bit while I'm making my other drinks. Okay, and that's all right. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to grab my sweet vermouth and my Campari. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 ounce of each. Now while I'm back here, I'm going to grab my slow gin. And then I'm going to grab my regular gin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all my ingredients are in there. My slow gin's now in there. Now that I'm back here on the back bar again, I'm going to grab my Cointreau and my Absolute Citron. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, and pay attention. Notice that didn't start pouring right away, so I didn't start counting right away. Okay. So now I'm done on the back bar. I grab my lime and my cranberry. Okay. And then as I'm putting my orange juice in here, I'm going to do a quick stir. I'm going to grip my Negroni and shake. Now for the test, you only have to shake it like 3 times. Okay, I'm not worried too much about it. Got my ice. Roll that, and that round's done. Okay, that gets a citrus peel, lemon twist, orange twist. That gets an orange wedge. Is that slow screw? I think it's a cherry or a flag, one of the 2. Okay, easy peasy. Now the clock doesn't start until you guys start pouring. Okay, so you're going to get to the clock stopped. You're going to reset for your next round. Okay. Now your next round is Yellow Snapper Shooter, Jim Gibson on the rocks, and a Georgia Peach. Okay. Okay. All right. So this one I'm not really concerned where you start. Okay. You can start with this first, and then these. But I'm gonna start right here. My amaretto, my Crown Royal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that I'm back here, I'm gonna get my my vermouth and my peach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then we'll grab my gin and my cranberry juice. Pineapple juice. Shake. Strain that out. Roll that. There you go. That was a Georgia Peach, right? Or was it a? What was the name? Georgia. It's Georgia. Okay, then I put cranberry juice in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. That gets an onion. Right. All right. Your next round.
Stir that?
Huh? You don't necessarily have to, because remember I told you when somebody orders a martini, Manhattan, or a martini or Gibson or something on the rocks, you're going to have straws in it. They're going to take a quick sip and they're going to go like this. Thanks a lot. They're going to sip it again. They're going to do that. Because remember, they want, anybody that orders that martini on the rocks, they want a watered down martini, so they're going to sit there and they're going to do this to it. Now, if you feel you want to stir it, that's not going to hurt it either. So when you actually go to send it out, you can do a quick one of those and then send it out like that too. Okay. For the test, I'm not as concerned with that. Okay. Because that vermouth is light enough that when you start pouring that gin in, it's going to churn it up. So it's going to blend a little bit in there. So, okay. Only with the Manhattan would I tell you, make sure you get a stir, because the sweet vermouth's got a little bit of caramel in it, so it's a little thicker. So that's why you want to do that. Okay. So Alabama Slammer, slow gin fizz, and a screwdriver. Okay. That's it. All right, so your Alabama Slammer has slow gin, Southern Comfort, amaretto, and orange juice. That has slow gin, sour, and soda. That has vodka and OJ. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here with slow gin and Southern Comfort, since they're right next to each other. Okay, 1, 2, and then 4 count slow gin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab my amaretto with my left hand, my vodka in my right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now all my ingredients are in there except for my non-alcoholic mixers. OJ, sour, then OJ. Give this a quick roll. Now, a real bar in between this, you do this a quick rinse with your soda gun. So if you grab your soda gun, just kind of do that. Again, I'm not really worried about that for the quiz. Okay, we're going to shake this. Okay. Pour that back in. And that gets club soda. Okay. It's a flag, it's a cherry. Okay, or a cherry, whatever. Okay, and you don't have to do anything with the screwdriver either. You don't have to roll it, you don't have to stir it. Nothing. Okay. Now, we got a Manhattan up. We got a White Russian and a Rusty Nail. Is that what we got? Okay, Manhattan up, White Russian, Rusty Nail. All right. Now the next one's the one that's... Now the thing is, pay attention to this round, because you're going to start your other round the exact same way. Okay? So... Okay, Manhattan, White Russian, and Rusty Nail. White Russian's got vodka, Kahlua, and cream. Your Rusty Nail's got Scotch and Drambuie. Your vodka and your Scotch are right next to each other in the well. So that's where we're going to start, with vodka and Scotch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you come back here, grab your Drambuie and your Kahlua. Don't forget to rim. 1, 2. You don't really have to rim the Kahlua, but it's easier for me to rim both. So, okay. Once I get those back there, I'll grab my sweet vermouth and my bourbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Grab your bitters. 1, 2 dashes of bitters, and there's your cream. Okay. And then, give this a stir. Okay. Make sure you use your julep strainer. Strain that out. Grab this in your other hand. Just set this down here like that. Give that a roll. There you go. Okay. Sounds like Joe Pesci teaching him. It just fucking cranks me up.
Okay.
Am I your craps instructor to amuse you? What am I, a fucking clown? You hear it, don't you?
Yeah.
You might crack into questioning. Okay, so the next round is vodka martini up, an aggravation, and a rum runner. Now your aggravation again is basically just a White Russian, but you're using Scotch, so it's Scotch, Kahlua, and cream. Your vodka martini obviously has vodka in it. Okay, so again, your vodka and your scotch are right next to each other in a while. That's where we're going to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when you come back here, you're actually going to have to switch hands. So grab the vermouth with your left, Kahlua with your right. 1, 2. Right. Now, because I don't want that to sit there and dilute, I'm not going to make that drink yet. I'm going to stir this up as I put my cream in there. Strain that out. Dump that ice so that glass is ready for this. So now, my light rum and my dark rum, right next to each other, ½ ounce of each. Blackberry brandy and banana, ½ ounce of each. My sour and my orange. Throw that in there. Give it a shake. Pour that back into there. Top that with grenadine. Add a roll. That gets an onion. That gets a cherry. I mean, that gets a twist or an olive, and that gets a cherry. Okay. So, see what I'm saying? Bang these two out first. Leave that one all by itself, and you're good to go. Okay. You should be able to pick up a lot of it. And again, were you doing the rum from here and the rum from here?
No, I was doing those, but I was doing one at a time because I thought we didn't want it to dilute. So if we can, have a second to do that, then that'll help out.
And the thing is, guys, always remember that you're going to be doing these rounds in less than a minute. Seriously, how much fucking dilution can happen? Not a whole lot. So don't overthink. Oh my God, that's sitting there. Okay. Yeah, if you got like 15 drinks you got to make or whatever, then yeah, I'm probably going to make this one last. I'm not going to bang it out first or whatever. But again, if I'm doing 3 drinks that have to be out in less than a minute, you're not going to get a whole hell of a lot of dilution, so don't worry too much about all that. Okay? Now, the Lynchburg lemonade, margarita on the rocks, and the Long Beach iced tea. This is my favorite round. And when I mean my favorite, it's the best round I came up with. I'm like, so if you guys are sitting there cursing the test and like, who the fuck came up with this test? That was me. Okay? I'm the guy who designed the test. Okay? So I actually have 4 other tests also. So, I think I should just get rid of this one and give you guys the other one. Just to be a bit. Okay. Now, your margarita, we're going to assume it has salt on it. So you cannot make it in the glass because you have to shake it. So we're going to pretend that is a salted iced glass, and we're going to make our margarita in a tin. Okay? Now, your Long Beach iced tea has all your clear liquors. This has 2 of your clear liquors, and that has 1 of your clear liquors. So I'm actually going to start with this, and I'm going to start with my tequila and my triple sec. Okay? ½ ounce of each. 1, 2. Tequila and triple sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then triple sec. 1, 2. Now, I'm going to finish this. Vodka and gin. 1, 2. And then my rum and my cranberry juice are right in front of each other. So, 1, 2. There you go. Now, lime and sour. 1, 2. Now, if you can get these 4 at the same time and you get a 2 count at both, that'll give you ½ ounce of that and 2 ounces of that, which will give you the right amount of everything. Put the lime down, keep the sour in your hand. Get your Jack Daniels. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So now all we have left is shaking. Strain it. Shake that. Strain it. Shake that. And strain it, or pour it, excuse me. Shake this. And again, in a real bar in between this, you'll be rinsing these out. Okay? Or using more than 1 tin. Okay? So those are all shaken. 7 Up. 7 Up. Done. Okay? Lemon, lime, lemon. Okay? Do you have a question?
No, sorry.
The next round is a Greyhound Brandy Alexander. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
So Greyhound Brandy Alexander up and a Stinger. Okay. Now, Remember, your Brandy Alexander up is the only one I'm going to tell you to shake. Okay. So, that has vodka and grapefruit, brandy, cocoa and cream, brandy and mint. So, I'm going to grab my vodka and my brandy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back here, grab my cocoa and my mint. Okay. 1, 2. Grab my grapefruit juice and my cream. Okay. Grapefruit juice. Now make sure these all go back where they're supposed to, or I'll keep the clock running. Okay? So then I'll just get here's a shake. Strain that out. And that gets nutmeg. Okay. Now, surfer on acid, tequila sunset, and a fuzzy navel. What's that?
This timing around, it's funny, you can like talk through it, you're done in 39 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that I'm really good at this, it's just if I do the same thing over and over for the last 10 years, yeah, it's put me behind a real bar, I'm probably a completely fucking idiot. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to make that. Just, I don't know how to make these drinks here, that's it. So, don't worry about it. Okay.
Don't mind that we all feel super inadequate when we
Okay. Okay. All right. So,
That's true.
Jägermeister, Malibu, pineapple juice, tequila, orange juice, and blackberry brandy, peach and orange juice. So I'm going to grab my tequila and my peach first and get those in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Put this back. Now I'm going to grab my Jaeger and my Malibu. Now your Jaeger, you can't, it's hard to think. Turn it like that before you pick it off the bar and just grab it like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure when you put it back correctly. Okay. Now, orange juice and pineapple juice. Pineapple juice. Orange juice. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but before I pour this, I'm going to pour this in here, and I'm going to rim that. That way I know that's done. I don't have to roll it, I don't have to shake it, I don't do nothing to it. It's done. Okay?
Done.
Done. Done. Okay? Give that a shake. Strain it out. Okay? Dump it. Got the thing in your hand. Roll that. Like it's a cherry. Okay? Okay, classic sidecar up, bourbon stone sour, and a purple hooter shooter. Okay, now your purple hooter, guys, and your classic sidecar, you can do these both in tins. So you can actually have 2 tins for this round. Now, whether you use 2 mixing glasses, 2 tins, and 2 strainers, it's entirely up to you. Okay, I'll show you a couple different ways to do this, but if it affects your time, I don't want to hear, oh, well, you should. No, all right. There's a bunch of different ways you can do this. And I'm going to show you because if you want to be all cool too, because I'm training to be a mixologist. So I'm going to grow this out and wear suspenders and look like a douche. All right. Now the thing is, though, guys, because you have to, we have to, test you on using a jigger. You have to jigger pour this entire cocktail. Okay, so for this round, you're going to have your jigger. Now, we made the changes in the book. Okay, that on the classic sidecar, your lemon juice is going to be a 1/2 ounce, your Cointreau is 3/4 ounce, and your cognac is going to be 1.5 ounces. I want you using this for your lemon juice. Okay. So when you're pouring from a juice container like this and you need to pour a little bit more accurate amount, put your finger over the air hole. It slows the rate of pour. So that will come out nice and slow to the 1/2 ounce. Toss that in there. Grab your cognac, your Cointreau. Okay, that goes to the next line, 3/4 ounce. Okay. Toss that in there. Grab your cognac. There you go. Okay, so those are all there. I'm going to come back here and grab my Chambord and my bourbon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm done back here. I'll grab my vodka, sour. Keep this in my hand, grab my OJ and sour. Now, this is where, like I said, you can do two different things. You can put these on nice and easy like that. Make sure they're flush. Okay, if you want to be really cool, you can do that. And then when you're done, you can tap them together like that. And now they come off. Okay, and then you can grab both of your strainers and strain them both out. And yeah, that's really cool. Okay, but if you're not that coordinated, then what I want you to do is using one glass, I want you to shake this one first. Shake, shake, shake. Okay? And then shake this one. Shake, shake, shake. Then you'll strain and strain. Dump that ice. Flip that over. And you can actually use that. Shake that like that. And do that. Okay? Now, the reason I want you to shake, shake, strain, strain, because you're doing the same motion. Shake, 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 strain, strain. Instead of going shake, stop, strain, stop, shake, stop, strain, stop. Okay? It interrupts the flow. Now, you've also noticed that with an exception of like the martini round, okay, in most cases, I left all my mixing methods for the end. You can do that. Leave your rolls and your shakes for the end. Don't interrupt the flow of you making drinks. Picking up, pouring, and putting down bottles. Because there's no sense in picking up, putting down, then shake, then strain, and then picking up and putting down, and then that slows you down. Get your shit in the glass, do your mixing methods, and you're good to hook. Again, these drinks are being made in less than a minute. Okay? You're not worried about, oh my God, it's watering down. Oh, it doesn't work. Doesn't work that way. Okay? Unless you're doing this on a cooktop, it's not melting. Okay? So don't worry about it. Right? And then the last round is your Bacardi cocktail, vodka tonic, and Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre. Cuba Libre. Say it with me. Cuba Libre. Yeah, it's not Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre.
It's a Cuba Libre. As opposed to Cuba Gemini. All right.
So you've had the Alapusa horse?
I have an Alapusa horse. Yeah, you didn't bring it with you, did you? Did you? All right, so Bacardi cocktail is Bacardi, rum, grenadine, and sour. Vodka tonic, vodka and tonic water, Cuba Libre, rum, Coke, and lime. What's Bacardi? It's a rum. And we're always going to upsell this, right? Right? We're going to upsell, right?
Of course.
With a resounding yes. We're going to, okay. So I'm going to use my Bacardi here too. So I'm going to grab my vodka and my Bacardi. Okay? Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Grab my grenadine and my sour. Okay. Bring that out. Okay. That gets tonic. That gets Coke. Lime, lime, lime. Yeah.
And we have to garnish these too?
No, you just have to tell me the garnishes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to know the garnishes. I'm not going to make you garnish because these are just, especially with limes and oranges and shit, those are big round things that aren't going to fit in the glass. Okay? So you will tell me the garnishes. Okay? Now, I don't care if you tell it to me at the end or, you're straining that out and say, like, it's a lime, like it's a lime, like it's a lime. I don't care how you do it, but, if at the end of the round you haven't said anything, I'm going to say garnish, garnish, garnish. You're going to have to tell me. Okay? Now, like I said, when you're putting these bottles back, I'm watching where they go in your well. You may not think I am, but I am. Okay? And if you've got, pineapple juice down here and orange juice down here, I won't stop the clock until you put your juices away in the right place. And I will tell you, your juices are in the wrong place. Or I'll tell you, your bottles are in the wrong place. Or if you put that back like that, that's unacceptable. Okay? Everything goes back where you got it from and how you got it from. Your customers still need to see your bottles. Your coworkers still need to see your bottles, and they need to be in the same place. Okay? You can't just set it down here and just, I'll put it back later. That doesn't know how it works. Okay? So, now the thing is, the way I've designed the test is every round, you should be able to come in under a minute without question. Okay, now some of the rounds, you guys might come in like a minute, 15 seconds or something like that. But you also have rounds that you might do it in 35 seconds, which gives you another 25 seconds play time. You see what I'm saying? But on average, you should make all these drinks in less than 10 minutes. If you do this round or this test in over 10 minutes, you fail. Okay, I'm just letting you know, you fail that test. You will have to retake the test to graduate. Okay? Now, I'm not so concerned with the time as I am with making the drinks properly. Okay? Now, there's not a whole lot of spillage in here. You see that? Okay? And you guys know what I'm talking about because, you know, at the end of the day when you're pouring this mat out. Okay? I'm looking for spillage. I'm looking for correct amounts in the pour. Things like that as well. Right ingredients. If you pick up something that's wrong up on it, you know, I'll say, no. You know, wrong. That's not it. Okay? This is the biggest problem right here. Which one of these is pineapple juice?
The brown one.
The brown one. You'd be surprised. How many people, and even in my 3-month class, are still picking this shit up for pineapple juice. Okay? So, you know, work on knowing what you're doing. Work on looking at, you know, knowing what's in your hands, where your bottles are. Okay? You see me looking down at my bottles a whole lot, trying to figure out where they're at? No. You guys need to know where your bottles are, know where you're going. Okay? So when you're thinking about these rounds, once you get to the point where you're ready to test, you shouldn't really be worrying about what's in these drinks. You're thinking, my hands go here first, here second, there third, there fourth, drinks are done, or whatever. That's how you're thinking. You need to know that those two bottles are right next to each other and you're going to use them. These two bottles are right next to each other and you're going to use them. These two bottles are right next to each other and you're going to use them. These two bottles are right next to each other and you're going to use them. You think that was a mistake? No. I've been doing this for a long time and I've put these things where I want them to be for you guys to be able to pick them up and use them in these drinks. Okay? So, you know where things are. Know what's going to go in your left hand, what's going to go in your right hand. Okay? I still have students that, you know, if I'm doing like orange juice and sour, they're doing this. Why? They're right here. I can pick them up like that. Okay? There's no, you know, or coming back here and grabbing, oh, my cocoa and my mint. And then when they go, they put them back just like that. Well, why didn't you just pick them up like that? Why didn't you just go, oh, I got those, right where they are? Don't make it more difficult than it has to be. Okay? And the biggest thing, the biggest peeve I have with most of my students is this. Say, you know, I'm going to put sour in something. What'd I just do? I picked it up with this hand, and I put it in this hand. Anything that goes from this hand to this hand is a waste of time. Going from this hand to this hand is a waste of time. Whatever your hand you're going to pick it up with, pick it up with. If I'm going to roll a drink, okay, you'll see students do this. Okay, why? Why did I put this into this hand just to pour? You roll, you bring it back right over. Okay? It has nothing to do with which is your dominant hand because you're using two hands. You got to be able just to, you know, what we're looking for, guys, is no wasted movement behind the bar. Okay? No extra steps that are unnecessary. Okay? If I'm at the back bar, get what I need off the back bar. If I can start up front, let's start up front. Get everything we can. Okay? But I try not to go, you know, front bar, back bar, front bar, back bar, front bar, back bar. You know, I'll do front bar, back bar, back bar, back bar, back bar, or back bar, front bar, front bar. Whatever I have to do. But I don't want to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's no sense in that. You're going to corkscrew yourself right into the ground. Okay? So no wasted movements. And again, if I did these drinks individually, I would be picking up and putting down the same bottles 2 or 3 times. And you don't want that. Okay? All right, so you cats can go back to